Good evening, my lovely honey bunnies. It's been quite a
I
while.
didn't know you were gonna clip yours.
Welcome back to the Middle Sister. My name's Safira, if you're new here. I am joined today by my lovely best friend, Angelia. I recently just turned 19, for those of you who don't know. My birthday was recently on July 10th. Um, And in honor of, the new coming year since my birthday, I thought we could do an interesting episode of reflection. So I have a couple prompt questions that I'm gonna go over between me and Angelia. Her birthday is a little bit further down than mine. So I just turned 19, but she's been 19. So some of these prompts are gonna go from me being 18 to 19, and hers will be kind of while she's still 19 before her next birthday.
Our birthdays are 9 months apart.
Yeah. Um, but I thought we could answer some fun prompts of reflection and just look back on what happened and get excited to go do new things in the future. So let's get right into it. Firstly, I want to kind of just debrief a little bit of our background history of how we became friends and became so close.
Yeah.
So, do you want to set the tone?
Okay, so this starts in like these condominiums that are literally like down the street. So when I was born, my mother moved into my condo, and then when we were around like 5, Safira moved into her condo, which we could literally just walk. It wasn't even that far into like the complex. We could
Yeah,
literally
we
just like
were in the front.
well, I was a little farther back, but she was like hella in the front. Like you got in, you turned, boom. But anyways, my brother was friends with this older kid named Jaden. They were the same age. My brother is like 22 right now, so you can see like the age difference is not like that much. Um, Jaden had said that he had seen like a girl up there and like that he had seen you before. Yeah, like he
Stalker for
he knew
real.
your name. And I was
I
like,
don't even remember this dating kid
he's like,
either.
I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, there's actually someone in like complex because like even like with my cousins and all that, most of them were boys. So somehow we met. I know we met before school actually started, and we got off. We just like hit it off. Like we were allowed to spend the night at each other's houses at like 5 or 6, which is like rare, you know,
Yeah.
because we had just immediately hit it off like that, and our parents had met each other and they were like trusted each other. But yeah, so basically we became friends. We went to kindergarten together, chill vibes. We didn't have first grade together, but then I remember when I was going in for second grade, my mom was like, "Oh my god, look at the roster! Safira's on the roster." And yeah, I feel like that's when we really got close though. It was like second grade. Like
Yeah, right before I got taken. Because then
yeah,
when I came back, we were friends still.
cause she got taken for 9 months.
Yeah. What a
When
horrible time.
I thought I was never gonna see her again, cause you know how little
I was,
kids are.
we were so little when it happened though, so like we really didn't like fully understand what was going
We were like
on.
8 or 9.
No.
No, seven,
No.
7.
Like 6 or 7. But then I came back and our friendship was like kind of on and off because we wouldn't really see each other. And then high school got in the
No,
way.
no. We got close to each other, back close to each other in 5th grade, and she like ended up living like one street down from me. And then even after that, going to different middle schools, we had. Anyways, we had stayed like consistently friends, um, in middle school, especially when she moved to this apartment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we were across the street. My mom still lives across the street to this day in the houses that we met. So I feel like moving that close kind of just like relit our friendship. And like COVID had us really spending time with each other. Like we spent way too much time with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like we had like a debrief after that. And even when I was in 8th grade, we spent a lot of time with each other. And then in 9th grade, I took her to football games. It was like a little less, but then I feel like we kind of fell off when we changed high schools. We kind of fell off. Huh?
Yeah. It was really because of the distance, because she went to high school like all the way on the other side of town. So she was on one side of town, and I was on the other. So like going to each other's things was kind of a hassle.
And we didn't drive because we kind of suck. We didn't drive at that
Yeah,
time.
neither of us had our license at the time. So, that's a little bit of background of how we became close friends. Within your months of being 19, is
7 months.
are there any like big things you did that you were like proud of? Well, they don't have to be big, of course, but like, is there anything you did that you're really proud of?
It being 19.
Yeah.
I think the thing that has made me not make English is a struggle. I think the thing that has made me the most proud is probably, even though I got slightly off track with this being 19, I would say like actually getting into acting a bit. I did a couple of background stuff. I don't know when it's gonna circulate, but I did a couple of background stuff, and I feel like that was really good for me. Is like to just really go to another city and just like do acting a bit, get like my headshots done, submit roles, like get familiar with self tapes, and just like I got screen tested, and that was really cool because I was like so close. So I feel like being that close to being on something big really motivated me because not a lot of people can say that early. So yeah.
I would say, looking back at being 18, one of the biggest things that I'm really proud of doing would be starting my podcast, because I
Obviously.
feel like at 18 that's not something a lot of people can say. I feel like it's really a creative branch to take. I feel like a lot of people my age are usually stuck on educational careers that are big money makers, like doctors, lawyers, biologists, things like that.
We took the
not
creative
not
sprinkles.
really creative things. Not saying that the people that do those things aren't creative people. They obviously can be amazing creative people, but I wouldn't say it's a creative job.
Yeah.
And I feel like starting a podcast at 18 and wanting to pursue it in a career way is not something you usually hear. So I feel like
Yeah.
I am very proud of myself for kind of branching out that way and doing something not a lot of people do. And I think I'm doing really well.
I like it though. I haven't gotten caught up truthfully. But I saw
Yeah.
the first 3 episodes before I came on here, guys.
My brother's not caught up either. He's a few episodes behind. I think about that often. Every time I film an episode, I'm like, he's not going to see this episode for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I feel like once I'm leave here, I'll catch up. But I don't really want to see the Emma episode.
It's okay. You don't have to watch it.
It's nothing
There's actually
important.
2 Emma episodes.
But you said you didn't post one.
No, I did one with her in the first season, and then I did the second season with her.
What did you do in the first one?
I don't even remember the topic, but it was like a story time thing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I would say that's probably what I'm most proud of at being 18. I hope that I continue being great with the podcast throughout 19.
You will.
I know I will.
If she quits, I'll run to her door.
I will be in my own studio for this podcast one day.
Hell yeah.
Trust. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will do it. It will happen. Trust. I'm going to clip this in a couple years. When I have a studio, I'm going to clip this and be like, remember when I said this, guys? Reflecting on accomplishments, taking it in maybe the opposite direction. Is there anything that you think may have happened that you handled better than you would have a year ago?
Hell yes. I had someone's true colors shown to me at the very end of the year, and I had known this person for 4 years. And we had stopped being friends. They were a year younger than me, and I was friends with them for like literally 2 years. Like the beginning of their freshman year, the sophomore year. They had stopped being friends with me, and I had found out the reason later was because of one of their friends didn't like me, and I was like, well, that's stupid. And then so we ended up making it up, and they ended up admitting to me that the only reason why they had drama was because of that girl. And then coincidentally, 2 years later, she randomly like, it's just a long story. I don't even want to get into this, low key. But I handled it really well because she had basically been telling me that like people had said I was too much and didn't want to say it to my face, which is fair. You know, like sometimes I'm a lot, but it's like that doesn't give you the right to mischaracterize me and then say a bunch of other stuff that isn't true along with that. It was definitely, I will say, in the big paragraph she did, when some of the criticism was valid, but it wasn't worded like good. It was not worded like, it was worded still like diminishing. But either way, we had stopped being friends, and I just stopped talking to them, like full on. I just did not speak to them. I avoided them, and then I waited for them to remove me off social media, and they did. But coincidentally, so did that other person. So I don't know if I'm reaching, but I'm just glad I'm over situations like that, because it made me realize, like, don't give people a second chance when they're that quick to discard you.
How do you think you would have reacted a year earlier if it happened?
I probably would have went crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It just kind of made me sad, you know. Like thinking back, I was like, it made me sad, but I feel like my younger self, I had a lot of like repressed anger. I think because a lot of bad things had happened to me. I'm way better now, but I would have kind of been like probably like a little ruder than I'd wanted to be. No bad things. I just let it go. So what else can you do? If people purposely choose to misunderstand you, they never wanted to understand you in the first place. For you though.
For me, I feel like the drama I went through with Emma right before my birthday, the way I handled it now is a lot better than the way I would have handled it a year ago. I feel like had it happened earlier, I would have handled it completely different, and I think it would have ended a lot worse. Thankfully, I think I handled it rather well. There was no bad blood involved, there was no fighting. It was just get out, wipe my hands clean, block, I'm done, I'm good. Granted, I did have quite a few slips and I did kind of get really angry and chaotic with it, but I feel like I handled it way better than I could have. I think it could have been way worse and I could have handled it
Oh yeah.
completely
Oh
differently.
yeah.
But I think the way I handled it was as classy and elegant ladylike as I could keep it.
Also, while it was happening, I didn't pick up the phone, so I didn't encourage anything because I didn't pick up the phone for once. For once, that was like the one time I didn't pick
The
up the
one
phone.
time you don't pick up the phone.
But no, she got it out because as soon as I feel like this really is a testament to how close we are. But she had called me around a random day. This was a couple days after it happened, no, and I was like, she never calls me first. What's happening? And I was asleep though, because it was like one of those days where you stay up all night and you fall asleep. So it was like 5, and she had called me at like 1 or 2, and I was like, oh my god, she called me like 3 hours ago. How did I not wake up from that? So I answered her, and she was like, something happened with her, and I can't tell you over the phone. And in that moment, I just knew like I have to go. So I forced. My mom was gonna go to the grocery store, and I kind of like forced her. I was like, Mom, can you take me to Spirits? And she was like, Yes. And I came, I listened to the whole thing, and I think that was good because instead of like staying mad or like maybe potentially contacting her and doing something she didn't want to, she just let it all out on me. But it was good because I was like a listener, you know. I will say, like, once you're an adult, you kind of just realize, unless you're like immature, to live is to let go. Like,
With that being said about friendships and us handling different friendship dramas in different ways, is there anything that you learned from friendships in the time of you being 19?
don't let anybody put you down just because you're at two different tracks of life. And sometimes you need to realize when you've actually done something wrong because I'm not gonna lie, everybody has miscommunication. Everybody's gonna have times where it's like, I kind of low key did be a little messed up. They're just projecting onto you. Like, I feel like you have to know when is this worth taking seriously, or maybe like saying, or maybe seeing that they're purposely trying to mischaracterize you or misunderstand you. And someone who tries to misunderstand you never wanted to actually know you. I think it's worth working on yourself to see who really is at your best interest versus who is either putting up with you, is friends with you for convenience, or is using you. Because I think definitely not everybody has the best motives, and you're going to think that people do, but that's my truth. So,
The biggest thing I learned through my drama with Emma, because I had never went through any drama like the drama I went through with Emma. Like that was the first time I'd ever been through an experience like that. And I feel like from that, what I learned about friendships is if you're friends with somebody and that person only cares about themselves and nobody else, it doesn't matter who they hurt you with. and what it does to you. If it's for themselves and they want it for themselves and they're thinking about themselves, they will do that for themselves. Your 19 is coming to an end and you will be beginning a new chapter, but are there any memories you want to get in before you turn 20? And what kind of memories do you want 20 to be filled with?
I definitely just want to do things creatively that'll make me happy. Like, I have multiple ideas. I thought about posting song covers on YouTube. I've thought about like making different accounts to promote other things. I've thought of just like building up my acting portfolio more. I think for 20, if I can, if I just like, I really just want to get a good job that I can just like keep saving money because I really just want to get either to California, probably California, because there's a lot of there's a lot of like some background jobs to fill your portfolio that are like must be LA local. So I feel like if I'm that will open a new door for me. So I just really want to like experience living in a new city, trying to get my life together, trying to get my work in, just like really go for it because I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of doubting myself because like I have a problem with imposter syndrome sometimes. So not gonna lie, sometimes I rewatch performances of myself to remind myself I am talented, and just because I don't think I should be in the room now doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
In a metaphor way, being in the room, you know what I mean? Like I deserve to be there. I deserve to try and strive for what I want to be.
Right.
I think that's important. Like I don't think you should doubt yourself. Like
yeah.
Not doubting yourself like made you do this podcast, you know? Oh, that was smooth, guys. But yeah, I just want to go for success because there's a lot of people that are wasting their time doing things they don't want to do. So why am I wasting time anymore? Like, I just want to make my future self be happy and be able to look back and be like, I like what happened. I like that you didn't waste your time.
Yeah, I think that's really good to look forward to for 19 and 20, to want to keep being creative and setting yourself up in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really, like, more than anything, would love to use this year as like a build up setup year, because the one thing I'm always telling people I want to do in my 20s is move to a city I've never lived in and start fresh, just experience the world in a different place.
And I think that's valid.
Yeah, and so I really just want to use this year to really set myself up for that. So like I want to keep going with my podcast. I want to keep doing my reselling so I can get money. Like I want to keep taking care of myself and like set myself up to be healthy, to like go live out on my own somewhere. Like I just want to set myself up for success for my 20s. So I really want to use this year to do just about that and just kind of focus on myself. With all the exciting things we want to do in our upcoming years, what is something you're excited to build in your 20s?
This is my favorite question. The thing I'm most excited to build would be just like what I said, like the same thing. I feel like this is the same question for me. Like, I just really want to start somewhere because I feel like I've been wasting my time when it comes to stuff like that. When it's like, I know I have the talent, like, I'm not just doing it to do it. So, I feel like I just really want to, like, get out there and just show myself you can do it and you're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And also, just like, I just want everything that doesn't serve me to, like, you know, if like people don't serve me, if the situation doesn't serve me, I just want to out with the bad and out with the old and with the new. But for you,
For me, I feel like, I don't know if this will relate to anyone, but I'm excited to build stability for myself this year. I really want to just stabilize myself physically, mentally, emotionally, financially if I can. Like I really just want to build stability for myself
I feel like
before my 20s.
similar goals. Yeah.
So I'm excited to try and build that for myself. Well, not try. I will build stability for myself. By the end of 19, by the time I turn 20, I will have some sort of stability in my life from
Let's
this year.
go. I like that language.
Yes. With all that reflection being said, I feel like we hit a good reflection point. We reflected really well on some accomplishments, some goals,
Yeah,
and what we're looking forward to.
This really feels like This is like a POV episode. This kind of feels like we put you in like a chisme circle and like you're just there. Like, you know? I feel like very girly. Like they're in the room with us.
This episode was really fun to make with Angelia. I hope she's able to join another podcast again in the future. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely chat with us today. Don't forget to call your middle sister whenever you can, and we will talk to you guys later. Welcome to an amazing new special where we debrief the Love Island season finale because we watched it and we love Love Island. None of these opinions are against anybody. Everybody is a person. These are just what we thought of what was filmed on these TVs. We obviously know that none of this is, all of this is edited. There's more to it. What did you think about it? How do you feel?
I literally predicted the lineup. I feel like the producers were flipping it in a way to make it look even worse. And it was kind of like weird to me that it was coincidentally right near the final. And then Kata, she just kind of gave dirty looks a lot, but I don't know if that's her actual character or if they're clipping out of context because I don't think she's like that. I think it created a certain narrative. You know what I mean? Like they had to figure out who else to spin as a villain, but not as bad, so they could get into the finale. That's what I think from the editing, because the editing is kind of off for me. Like when I hear stories of people saying like, "Oh, this person was genuine in the villa," it really makes you think like we're only seeing 1 out of 24 hours.
Right.
Also, like obviously, Brinity for life.
Is Brinity your favorite couple?
It's Anaya and Carl. Because to be honest, if I have to think about what type of guy I want, I don't think Bryce isn't like, I don't know. He's just very like chill. Like I kind of like how Carl is like more like I like the way he treats Anaya. Like when someone asked his type, he described Anaya without saying Anaya and without saying anything like weirdly sexual or anything weird. So I thought that was like really cute. Like you can actually tell he liked her. But also, bro, the people that was voting Sincere and Melanie in the top 4 just because of Melanie kind of made me mad because at the end of the day, is Love Island, not one person I like Island. Yeah, Kenzie and Dylan I feel like would have been chill in the final because from what I've been seeing outside of the villa, T.
Like, Kenzie and Dylan?
Yeah.
They're so cute together.
He flew to like her to congratulate her for the Going on Call Your Daddy podcast. He flew. I think that's really cool. Also, I feel like the Kenzie propaganda of being like, oh my god, she's just like Sincere, is just like they're only saying that because she's a girl. Because at the end of the day, whenever a guy disrespected her, she left. Like she straight up said that when Zach didn't want to when Zach switched up on her, and she said that he liked her eyes and that was his favorite part of her. She didn't look at him for me. Like that's true standing on business. Still to me.
So did you want Brinity to win?
Yes, 100%.
I wanted Brinity to win too.
Even what did she say during the fight with TT? She said,
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to
me. Yeah, people were using that audio and making her audio famous just to redo her makeup. Like her influence is crazy. Like they had a whole trend of copying her makeup.
I can't believe she reached 1 million followers. That was crazy.
She has 2 million now. I think this season was good though. This season felt very 2016. I feel like last season kind of depressed me.
Yeah, I really liked this season, but nothing will ever top season 6. Love season 6 down bad.
Season 5 is actually pretty entertaining, guys. I know most people only started watching in season 6, but trust me, season 5 is good because she made the I forgot her name, but this one girl made Soul Ties is Crazy. She's like the origin of that quote. And it has a really funny backstory, so you should watch season 5 because it's really good. But it's not as good as season 6. I feel like season 6 is peak.
I loved season 6.
Some of the UK seasons are banged too, but not the early ones. Like you gotta get a little bit in the middle.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this amazing bonus segment, and you guys have a lovely day. We'll talk to you later.